that you tried for but didn't get, but that you really wanted to do? And if so, could you give us a sample of what ones that you would have done?
Are there any roles I tried for that I wanted to but didn't really get? I'm sorry, guys. I can't. At the moment, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure there's been a couple out there, but Cyborg, Teen Titans. I really wanted to play that role. I really wanted to play that, but Kari did such a wonderful job that, you know, if I had to take it off to him, he was fantastic. Thank you.
For any of your characters, do you ever, once they've been established as being done a certain way, wish that you would have gone back and done it a different way?
Yes, there's been a couple. There's been a couple characters like that. I don't want to stick it together, but there's been a couple like that.
Could you talk just a little bit about your process for developing a character? And I imagine there's several different tries that you go to before you find the way that you like it.
Yeah, well, like, for instance, with the Cleveland Junior, Seth MacFarlane called and said, Kevin, come on in. I was literally cast as Lester, the redneck across the street. A lot of people know I played Lester, too.
That's right, Cleveland. Nothing like the black fella living next door to you.
That's me. I was cast as Lester first, and he showed me the picture. They usually show you, like, an illustration or a photo of what the character would look like, and that helps a lot. You know, so when he showed me that, I figured, oh, I know who Junior sounds like right off the bat. And the first voice I did, Seth was like, no, that's not it. So usually the photo helps, but sometimes you got to go through the work as, like, you know, what the character should really sound like. And that means communication between the producer, director, and yourself. You got to have a clear idea of what they want. And Seth and Mike Henry literally said, just think of what Junior would sound like if he was a younger version of Cleveland Senior. So I incorporated that voice with the character I played in the first season of ER. His name was Patrick. He was a mentally challenged patient who had a football helmet and would go around the hospital. And I just worked it out, literally sitting there for like 15, 20 minutes in the booth with them going, how you doing? And it just came out and it worked. It worked, yeah. Sometimes it takes a little work, but looking at the photo definitely helps out a lot. Because you have an idea, oh, I know who this guy is, or who this person is, or who this girl is. Because they have, you know, they have us playing so many different kinds of roles. You know. Women, guys, kids, you know. Does that make sense? Okay.
Hi. Referring to another Seth MacFarlane show, your favorite role of mine is Principal Lewis on American Dad. I love his outbursts. And I was kind of wondering, regarding his, like, Colombian drug cartel past and things like that. Do they ever let you just ad-lib any of that, or is that all scripted? Is like crazy?
It's mostly scripted. They're that crazy, yeah.
Okay. They crack me up every time. So.
It's the end of days, bitches!
Thank you.
I love my favorite part is when they leave the mic on, when he leaves his PA system, he's sitting reflecting inside the, you know, Colombia, cocaine, oh, I remember those days. And then she comes in, Brian! You know, he doesn't know that the mic is on.
Last year we lost Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes.
Sad, because in my opinion, you're like the only person worthy to take on any of his roles, e.g. Kilowatt. Did you ever meet the guy? Do you have any thoughts on him?
Mike and I were very good friends. He was a really nice guy, very sweet guy. Whenever we bumped into each other, he would say, he's one always taking my jobs. He's one always taking my jobs. And we just hug each other. He's just, he was a wonderful big spirit, so I was very sad to hear his loss. I was very sad. He was a great guy.
Was there a large, good-looking black man's club that maybe I can find my way into? Maybe?
Well, we'll have to do genital extension. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. You're probably very well taken care of. Wow, that just kind of... Let's break. Sorry. Children, okay. My name is CeeLo, by the way, in case you want to sue me. Yeah.
Huge fan.
Thank you.
My question is when you're doing Bulkhead on Transformers Prime, by the way, I love that show.
Thanks, man.
And when you're doing Bulkhead, do you have to like really get into that feel that you are that big, big bubbling machine, and you have to. What motivates you to get into like the bulkhead mind?
Yeah, they showed me the photo, and basically they said we want a tough guy robot. It was interesting. Jeff Klein, exec producer, had the audition for both Transformers Prime and G.I. Joe Renegades at the same time. So literally, I was there reading both scripts and playing Roadblock as one character, and Bulkhead as the other. So trying to distinguish between both voices. One had more ethnic power feel to it, the other one more of a straight, really tough guy. So that was the automatic distinction that I knew that I had to make between the two. So it just kind of came out as this, Miko, what are you doing now? It just kind of came out when I saw it. It was like, at least I can take a punch without going all squishy. Whereas Roadblock was like, yeah, baby, woo! As my granddad used to say, don't go skinny dipping, but snapping turtles, baby. That's it. It just kind of happened. It kind of came out,
And one more thing that you brought up, G.I. Joe Renegades. Is that show canceled, or is there more?
That is done as far as I know. I hear so many different rumors as to what's going on, but nobody's showed me a piece of paper or contract yet as to what's going on.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering what your favorite experience in voice acting has been so far.
There's been a couple, I think. So, man, what do you say? Rob Paulson, Jason Marsden, Charlie Schlatter, and I were sitting down, and in between takes, sometimes it could be like a couple minutes between takes, so you sit there and, we're all like playing around, goofing around, and we were just playing around with a Wham song, so literally sitting there making up our own lyrics. You did, came out something like, do the marble sack, do the marble sack. You put your ball sack in my mouth. just like left me up. Marble sack in my hand. You just got so back. So, yeah, that was a fun moment.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Oh, Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a question. Out of all the characters you've played, do you have a particular favorite that you like?
Oh, man.
I know it's a really hard question. I'm sorry.
The favorite boy. I miss doing the Joker. I really miss doing the Joker. I miss doing him. I was Barney Rubble for Flintstones on the Rocks, and that was a role that I never saw coming. So that was a fun one for me. Thanks for asking. And there's probably something I'm forgetting, but I can't remember.
That's all right.
Thanks. Thanks for coming. You guys are left. Thank you.
Hi there.
Yeah.
I apologize for asking maybe possibly a little deeper issue question, but as an African American voice actor, do you find
You or me?
me?
Oh.
Do you find that?
I thought I was looking into a mirror.
Well, yeah, I love the extent. Anyway.
I apologize about the extension there.
I think I'm here.
I'll take the apologies later.
Okay.
Okay, so do you find though that voice acting, because they don't see the character, that it actually is a more colorblind industry than perhaps live acting? And then second of all, do you prefer playing African American characters, or is it just whatever job I can get?
No, there's really no preferences. Whatever I feel comfortable playing. If it, I feel that I can nail the guy, or whatever character. I'm sorry. If it feels like you can take the man out of prison, No, if it feels like I could actually, play the character, I don't really look at any of that as a factor. But I think, are you talking to or referring to non-traditional casting? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
especially with animation, what you see on the screen might not match who the actor is.
Right.
But the voice may match, but the color may not.
Right.
Yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts are.
I think that's fantastic. I think non-traditional casting is very common in voiceover. I think it's a very good thing, and that's a wonderful thing about that world, because you have guys playing girls, girls playing guys, older women playing little boys. There's really no boundaries, and that's one of the beautiful things about voiceover, which I really love.
Thank you.
Good question. Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so I got a question about Green Lantern. You provide the voice for Kilowatt, Mel Duncan, and Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Does keeping those three voices separate ever get confusing? Does one ever blend into the other, or something like that?
Yes, that'll happen time to time. So they usually have to play a scratch of the character that I played, so I can keep in mind what I did, because I literally do forget what I do sometimes. Because sometimes on shows, especially with that I recur on, it could be months before you go back to record and you completely forget what you did. So they ask, I have to ask them to play it back. So, and then as soon as I hear it, I go, oh, okay, that's what the guy sounded like, so I can do that. So, yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.